I am Professor Kumar and you are learning at Galaxy Online Learning of Galaxy Tutorials. Today we will be seeing a chapter in science. The chapter is Chapter 7, Control and Coordination. As you know, my friends, this year the portion has been reduced by 30% by the CBSE Board. So, good for you, but it breaks our continuity. So, we will try to fit whatever is there going to come for the exam. We will not try to put extra information now for you, which we will take in some other lecture. Okay, so what I am teaching today is exactly what the CBSE has asked us to teach for the coming exams of this year. Okay, so Chapter 7, Control and Coordination. In the book, what is deleted, I'll be informing you step by step. Okay, page number 114 and 115 in the book stand cancelled. 116 also stand cancelled. The diagram on page 117 stands cancelled. In short, you have to begin 1.2 human brain. This is what I have got printed material from the CBSE board, which has said what to keep, what to remove, and what is the revised portion and what is the revised paper pattern. So I will teach you accordingly. First, we have got a nervous system. Okay, excellent. The higher the animal, better is the nervous system. Do plants have nervous system? They also have some sort of nervous system, but not like a nerves, etc. running. Animals are supposed to have a nervous system for control and coordination. Controlling all the function of the body and controlling the sequence. For example, I see something, I put my hand out, I pick up that thing. If it is eatable, I put it, bring it near my mouth, I bite it, I chew it. All this requires coordination. That's very obvious. When you eat, somebody in the body, that is the brain, has to coordinate. Food has to go down by peristalsis. Enzymes have to be secreted in specific order. They have to mix. Food has to be broken down. Food has to be absorbed, go into the blood, go to each and every cell, get converted. Somebody has to control. So this is the computer center of the body. Our system is made up of CNS, Central Nervous System, and PNS, Peripheral Nervous System. Central lies in the center of the body, from head to, we don't have a tail axis, okay? And peripheral are the nerves which come out of it and go to every part of your body. Periphery, border, outside. So we have to deal with the brain, 1.2, the brain. Brain is the main coordination center. It is the CPU. Okay, nobody can supersede the brain in decision in the body. Brain is made up of 3 parts. We divide it for study purpose. There are no lines, there are no cracks. We can't cut anywhere. Anywhere you cut, even at the bottom of the nervous system, it will damage. So surgery, neurologists and neurosurgeons are high in demand. Forebrain is the main thinking part, the front part of your brain. We will be seeing the diagram in details. Wait. Midbrain is the brain between. Okay. Man is erect, other animals are down. So their zones can be seen one after the other. We are erect, so we have got a club-like or 7 shape or 9 shape like nervous system. So that is why our front and the mid come almost behind each other. Okay. And the hindbrain is down. Forebrain, what do we have to know about it in the new portion? It is the main thinking part. It is a CPU processor. It has specialized area. There are areas inside the brain which control. You can see hearing, smell, sight, recognition, language, okay, your personality. How do we know this? People with defects, suppose you are deaf and I take your ECG, and I take a normal person's ECG, the electrocardiograph of the brain. I can see centers which are using energy and activated, and centers which are not working, activated. And also, we are also knowing the experiments when you are doing surgery, suppose we damage some part of the brain, that much function goes. Okay. So it also has areas of association, certain areas, okay, which are of course divided frontal, temporal and all, which we don't have details. Now these areas are like the chip of the computer. They interpret the input of the receptor, like how you have a keyboard or a mouse or a camera. Information comes in. We have hand, eyes, sense organs. Okay, so we will get inputs. We will and then we will compare it with the stored information. We already have stored information, species specific. What do I mean by it? When you are born, nobody taught you you're a mammal, how to drink a mother's milk. Okay, what is a mother? You have seen animals, chicken, dog puppies, cats. This is inbuilt. It matches on its own. Something which you can do, other animal can't do. What other animal can do, you can't do. You say it is species specific. For example, the dog has a very great sense of smell. We do not have. So you see there is a difference in our interpretation. He's also smelling the same thing. I'm also smelling the same thing. Okay? Taste. We have better taste than other animals. They can't see 20 varieties of cheese, 80 types of cold drinks. They can't make out that much. You have a dog food, you have a cat food, plus 3-4 types, etc. You see, so there are differences. It doesn't mean like only big animals, small animal. A butterfly moth, okay, for example, has more smell analytical power than a dog also. So size does not matter. It is developed in a species. A cat, when she jumps, she lands perfectly. Rat, if you throw from your window, he does not die. He will run away. So if I throw you, you can't land on your 2 arms and 2 feet and run away like that from 5th floor or 6th floor. Okay, so these are matching the information which is there in the species. Then they pass the decision after matching that 1 is with C, 2 is with A. How we do match the column? Then we write the answer. So it sends the answer to the motor area. Motor areas are areas which control movement. A gland or a muscle. So it will tell you, okay, take back your hand, flatten your hand. So now let's take an example, extreme. Like I'm feeling full after eating a meal. I tell you, let's go to McDonald's and I will give you burgers. So when I give you third burger, you say, no, I can't eat sir anymore. No, I'm going to vomit. What happened? You see something in your body is telling you, sorry, this will not go in. These centers have been activated. They are checking. They are finding that stomach is full. That much area is there, that much acid is there, that much work we can do. After, of course, you can force feed and then vomit or whatever, feel ill. But then your body takes complete care. Best example, see, you're sleeping on a bed and you just don't fall. So your edge of the bed is there, you're going to fall. When you're a child, of course, we used to put pillows and all and prop you up so that you would not fall. Today, why don't you fall? So these get developed with time and matching is done with time. So we find that the forebrain is the thinking part, CPU. The midbrain and hindbrain control involuntary actions. For example, cerebellum, this part of the brain, is also called the animal brain, second largest part, cerebrum. Forebrain is the largest part. We will see the diagram. What are the parts? Okay, this is like the animal brain. In animals, very well developed. What does it do? Posture and balance of the body. Since it is not well developed when you are born, you can't stand, you can't write, you can't do certain things. You fall and you make a fool of yourself and everybody has fun. Once it develops, you see precision. When you're walking, you can walk in a straight line. Cycling, you can maintain your balance, although it's just 2 wheels. You climb a pole, you see. So it is very precise. It controls the voluntary actions of the body, mainly. So what you want to do, it will control. So it is done. That comes by teaching. So remember how your teacher kept hitting you with a ruler. Write A carefully, your B is not proper, your P is not coming proper, your P should be on the first blue line, then, you see, all that we have to develop. And then it takes over. Also controls involuntary movements also. Even if a person is drunk, he never falls forward and his cerebrum never ruptures. Nobody dies like that. He will sit and collapse on the side. So it controls quite a lot. Then we come to hindbrain. Hindbrain, for example, the medulla, this portion here, it controls blood pressure, salivation. When you see food, saliva is automatically produced. Okay, vomiting, body wants to throw out something which is wrong. Okay, so the hindbrain medulla controls it, and medulla oblongata is very important. People take a gun, took, and die because respiration, heartbeat, all are controlled by this. Okay, so involuntary actions. Okay, so these are the parts of the brain, and this is what they do. I remind you once again, forebrain or cerebrum is the main thinking part, and it has got specialized areas which develop. You have the senses. If not developed, you don't have the senses. Some stammer, some can't speak, some can't recognize language, even after trying. Center, some can't see. That's why optic areas here, we tell you don't hit a child behind the head. Don't give him chakotis because it will get damaged. Okay? And we make him sleep on a very soft pillow or no pillow so that this is not damaged. Okay? Then we have association areas, various areas, local areas which are focused on a particular job. So these take input of the receptors, light, vision, heat, temperature, noise, sound, okay, touch, pressure, different centers or different thing. One center does only one type of a job. And it matches it with the stored information already present in your DNA, species-wise, and passes a decision, do this now, to the motor areas, and they go to the muscle or glands, and action is carried out. Example, as I told you, when you feel satiated, that enough, I stop eating. I don't stop eating because mama has not cooked a good food. I stop eating because I don't feel that I should eat more. I'm satisfied. And I told you, midbrain, we have cerebellum, is responsible for posture, balance of the body, voluntary action with precision. See how we write, how we sign, how we draw, key in the keyhole. Animals can't do that. You give a key to a monkey, he will be fidgeting, he will not be able to place the key in the keyhole. Okay, it will take him a lot of time. Even a small child can do that. You see, that's so precision. And the hindbrain controls involuntary action, blood pressure, salivation, vomiting, respiration, circulation, digestion, everything it controls. How is the brain protected? We have to protect the brain and the spinal cord, of course. Spinal cord, we have a bone, vertebral column behind. You have a vertebral column behind, you can feel it. Brain has got, for protection, skull, a bony box. Okay? So, when you see, you have a bony box. That is the skull. Inside, there is liquid, fluid filled. So that when I bend, I sleep, I turn, my brain does not scratch the box inside. When I run, my compass box bangs inside my bag. All the equipment inside is making a nice jolly sound. If I run the coin in my pocket, my brain does not. It is covered with fluid. And this fluid is in a balloon, not in the bony box. The balloon is made up of meninges or membranes. There are 3 membranes. So between the 2 membranes, there is fluid. Between the brain and the membrane, there is fluid. Between the membrane and the skull, there is fluid. You're totally taken care. Lubrication is enough. No friction, no damage. However, when you're cold, when the liquid can't flow, or secondly, I turn you very fast in a merry-go-round, this liquid starts swirling. See the confusion and see how you feel. You may even vomit. You may even lie down on the ground. So the fluid is so well protected. Then, how does this nervous tissue work? It collects the information by receptors. You know there is 5 sense organs of your body. It sends it around the body where you collected. Somebody is putting a pin on my feet, collected and brought up to the brain or nervous system. It processes the information. What is the nature? Okay. Now you say, I can know this pin. I'm sleeping, but he will have a pin. Remember, you're standing on a road and a car rushes by you. You involuntarily step back. You don't step forward in the path of the car. How fast the brain has taken decision, you see. Then it takes decision. This should be done. Withdraw your leg. Okay. Or slap the person who's irritating. And it goes to the muscle. Do it. And the action is carried out. And then you're punished. You're thrown out of the class. And your parents are caught. So this is how it works. So collect, send, process, decide, and take action. Remember the steps in working of the nervous tissue. We have given this chart, all these points in our study pack. Please register, collect your study pack. As I have been reminding you, 3 study packs have already been issued and 4th and 5th we are issuing this week. So these are all there. There's a concept map. All questions behind the book are answered. And in addition, we have given you what has come in the past paper and what others can come, what is the CBSE question bank, exemplar questions, etc. are given for practice. And when you have a difficulty, you cannot remember, words are this, do not replace, do not take action, convey it to us, we will tell you what to do. Please do not take voluntary action. Use our brains, not your brains, to decide. We will tell you, there's always a way out. Nobody dies if you can't do something. Now, I can't sing, I am not dying. I can't play cricket, I am not dying. You can still live nicely. So please let us know. We will solve the problem. Also, as you can see today, I have put up 8 videos today. I don't know how many, when I am going to put. Please subscribe to the Galaxy Online Learning channel of the Galaxy Tutorials, and the notification will reach you. See, we also have internet problems. It's raining so badly, internet stops. We also have sometimes we are not well, etc. Sometimes lesson is big. We have to see the cut portion. We have to mark it out. Okay, we have to prepare this so that only the important thing which is going to come in the exam we are discussing. Otherwise, you also have a textbook. You can also read on your own. Your parents can read it to you. What we are giving is final. Okay, with the cut portion now all will be cut and taught. Earlier we did not have the notification, so we will mark those also. And as I told you, we will be revising. As I told you in those chemical equations and symbols, we will be making a chart, etc. But first we will just cover up some lessons so that you are feeling comfortable. Please ask your difficulties. Please convey. And as I told you, you are free to share the links with your friends. If they are interested, we have no problems. Okay? Because after this, we are going to stop. Everybody will not get a lecture. Only registered students will get the lecture. Okay? Let us come to the diagram. Okay? I'm going to explain. Question comes in the exam. Draw the diagram of a human brain. Now, since the portion is cut, it's only this remains. So, draw the diagram of a human brain, or label part of a human brain, or what is X, what is Y. We will have a look and we will go through the diagram. Yes, my friends? So, as you can see in the diagram, on the board, you are looking at a magnified view of the diagram, same diagram from your textbook. Okay. First, forebrain, your matha as you call it, is mainly cerebrum. So the cap which I am wearing is my cerebrum. The bib which comes when I wear my cap ulta, that portion, as you can see, this is cerebellum. Okay, so this lower portion is cerebellum, and this near the neck portion and coming to the ear portion, this club-like thing here is the hindbrain. So I have forebrain, I have midbrain, and I have hindbrain. In hindbrain, cerebellum, medulla, and pons, and above them, as you can see, pituitary gland is there, which is the master endocrine gland, controls all the parts and functions of your body by hormones. And as you can see in this hypothalamus region here, okay, where you would keep the gun for food. Okay, so this is a portion, and behind is oro, and cerebrum, my friends, is folded to increase the surface area. And there are centers, 1 center, 2 center, 3 center, 4, like that centers have been mapped depending on the disorder or disease we get. And hindbrain has pons, medulla, and cerebellum in a book, and spinal cord goes behind the neck. Okay, down. So this is the diagram of the brain which you're supposed to draw there in your textbook, and you label. You do not need any more fancy diagram, association areas, etc. If you need knowledge, we'll give you more. For exam, this is sufficient. Okay, my friends? Yeah? So if you have difficulties, get back, and thank you for the lecture.